Happy Saturday, everybody. Hello and karibu sana to the Unpacking of the Festivities with Kenya Airways. I am your host, Sisi Sagini, and I have three amazing panelists with me, and we're about to have a lovely conversation over the hour to discuss everything that has been 2025, what we're looking forward to 2026, and the festivities in itself. So Merry Christmas on the behalf of Kenya Airways ahead of the Christmas season itself. But first of all, before we move any further, I'd want to wish to celebrate or to recognize Panari Hotel. We are seated at the Panari Hotel currently, and this is where we're hosting this particular live. So karibuni tena, we're about to have amazing conversations ahead. So just to introduce my paneling team, we have a lady by Wendy Mwatha. So Wendy is our outstanding Kenya Airways cabin crew, who is also an avid content creator. So if you've seen her face, you know she's a flight attendant TikToker, but she also is a lovely personality that I've gotten to enjoy. So karibu sana, Wendy.
Thank you so much, Sisi. What's up, guys?
Yes. And karibu next to Wendy is Kuria Kanyengi. Kuria Kanyengi is a good friend of mine, a master as well in the corporate communications department. So karibu sana, KK.
Thank you so much. Happy that you're joining us today.
Being a Saturday kwanza.
Yeah. So it's a busy one.
Yes, and next to me, none other, one of the funniest guys. We've had an opportunity to interact with him, and this is Kennedy, aka Crazy Kenna. Wait. Kenna is in the building. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much, and I'm happy to be here finally.
We've been waiting. We wanted to have this experience together. So please do remember, you can actually share your comments in the comment section. Our hashtag is #KQ Festive Live. So please rush up pale ndani and have a chat with us even as we go on with the conversation. So let's begin. Christmas imefika. Me, you know, I know when I hear and I, you know that thing? That's when I know the festivities are around the corner. But how do you guys know that Christmas imefika? Kenna, how do you tell?
As a, you know, as an African child, there's one thing about Christmas that's so interesting. Chapati.
Yeah.
So when you open the year, ukitembea kwa majirani harufu ya chapati unaweza pata ni mtu moja. But December kiingia, left, right, center, hivyo. So the more chapatis,
the more the merrier.
Yeah. Very important.
Oh, I love it. Wendy, how do you know that Christmas imefika? It's time, do we?
When you start seeing those memes for Fungeni laptop, you start seeing my vision 2026
hashtag.
vision board, you know, it's time. So yeah.
And the out of offices, eh?
Yes.
I love the very quirky out of offices, to be honest. The ones that I tell you, usinitafute, I'm gone. And for you, Korea?
I think the obvious one for me is the red, and actually it's clearly represented because it's the color of Christmas.
Yeah.
But also I think when you start seeing people with lots of prints, maybe probably like I'm wearing right now.
Yes.
That's and also pretty much in offices people start switching off. People are sending you messages of like, you know, I'm away or I'm going, so that, you know, it's about to go down.
Yes.
So if you're not, you join a sherehe somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So growing up, me, I understood that the fun of Christmas was our parents. And then sometimes usually feel like, did the Christmas spirit die? So what are some of the traditions that you usually do at home that now bring up the Christmas spirit? Things that you actually do every Christmas? I'm going to see every Christmas.
Nguo. When you are growing up, unaona kuna zile nguo zenye mlikuwa mnavalishwa what. So napata babako amenunua kaunda extra large. I don't know what was wrong with them, but they decided to buy for us clothes that unakivaa kama ni 1 year utaitoa kama uko 15. So hizo nguo kila mtu amevaa. So ilikuwa, in fact ilikuwa ikifika Christmas time during asubuhi unaamka kutoka nje unachungulia kama watu wamechange. Sasa wale watu walikuwa wanajifanya ni wanoma, walikuwa na change afternoon.
Ndio
okay, fresh. Yeah.
Now, and for you, Andy, what is that thing that you usually do, like a tradition that every Christmas you just...
Okay, for me, most of the times, like during the holidays, I'll find myself working. So when I'm on board and I'm the one doing like the announcement, pale mabibi na mabwana, you know, nikoroge kizungu yangu hapo tamu, alafu niongeze hapo Merry Christmas, guys. I wish you happy holidays. I hope you've enjoyed our service, you know, just making people feel like welcomed. And, you know, traveling on Christmas is not really ideal. Who wants to travel on Christmas?
Yes.
But like circumstances just lead you like to find yourself in a place where you didn't expect.
Okay.
So you try and make it as memorable as possible.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And that's different. Yes, it's a different world as a cabin crew. So Korea, where?
Kuchinja mbuzi, because for those of you who know me, I come from a very big family. So if I'm not to send a role, either skinning, ama kuchinja, hiyo sio Christmas. So that's how I start knowing, the roles get assigned to the various people. Kuna watu wa salad pale, wale wa town. Nairobi, right? Kuna wale wa kuskin, wale the village boys like myself. Then of course there are people to just make sure that everything goes well and everyone has a blast, for Christmas. Yeah, so that's pretty much how
So do you guys go to the village? Do you guys go to the village? Yeah. So ni ushago kweli?
It's a must. Hata saa hii after ikifika 20th hapo 15. Ushago. In fact, for me I visit different villages. Natoka kwa. So what I do, I usually walk with a grill at the back of the car. So nikifika ni nyama tu ndo naitisha. Alafu nachomea watu hapo, tuna share, alafu naenda next village hivyo hivyo.
So
tranquilo.
No, I love that. No, it's amazing. So before I to sharpen these knives, just to eat this mbuzi and the nyama choma, I think it's important for us to be able to recap and just know, what do you guys feel about this year? You can write in the comment section, what has the year been like? Do you feel like it's moved fast? Has it been slow? Has it been exciting? Has it been what you actually wish? And then back to the team. I'm curious, what have you felt about this year? And maybe allow me to start with the ladies. Ladies first. So what has been like a highlight for you this 2025? Give us a story or two of what are those memorable moments you've had.
Yeah, so for me this year, actually the way you're saying, it's gone by really fast. I was busy saying I'm going to create my vision board for 2025. I'm still saying it till now.
It's December.
And the year has ended. So, the time has gone by so fast. So for me, the most memorable points for me this year have been just guys being able to recognize the work that I'm doing on TikTok as a flight attendant TikTok, that has been the highlight for me, to be honest, because for the better part of last year going to this year, I was on maternity leave and then now coming back to work, and it was just
congratulations.
I'm keeping even the tradition going, watoto na watupa pale when you shago na wazazi. So this year has just been that year for me that made me realize people actually really enjoy seeing this form of content, and just being reassured, you're going to the aircraft, you're going to somewhere like Zambia, and then somebody is telling you, oh my God, I follow you, on TikTok, and it's just been amazing, for me. So that has been the highlight for me this year.
Kabisa, please follow her on TikTok and see what she actually does share in there. She makes flying feel so exciting and fun, so thank you for that. And you guys too, mimi ningependa kujua, what's been a memorable highlight ya hii mwaka?
I have two.
Hey, twende.
Yeah, the first one is getting a daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my wow.
That one was a great achievement, I noticed when you have a daughter, you kind of tone down your masculinity.
Yeah.
Because when I look at her, saa zingine namwangalia, ile nimekuja woza, naona naanza kulia. Naenda na rethink na narudi. So that was a wonderful experience. She's actually now 4 months old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. Even my wonder.
We praise God. We praise
The second highlight was doing a feature. I live between Kenya and South Africa. So I'm serious.
Okay, but yes.
Yeah, I study in South Africa, but I live in Kenya. So I'm usually in South Africa from Monday to Fridays. Oh, wow. Then I come back at least 3 times a week.
Oh, that's a crazy
so it was a wonderful experience, taking the risk of doing a feature without thinking so much, and it actually performed well. Yeah. Tranquilo, yeah.
And for you, Korea?
Yeah, so it's been such a fast year, but of course it's been such a proud year for Kenya Airways. I think lots has happened, but I just want to focus on KQ. So we began the year on a high, by the way, for those of you who remember. The Employers Institute, who remembers? Employer of the Year. Yay. So shout out to HR for keeping people and culture management practices alive, because for sure Kenya is one of the greatest places to work at. Then of course we care about our customer and our passenger, so that's why we added a new baby to our fleet, the B737-800. So joined us early February, so that's also another win. Then I'm also thinking things like sports, Cecilia, and you've really been participating in those ones, right? Tell us about the MKO in Butaiga.
As KQ, we've been in this particular space as sports tourism because we were positioning ourselves in that kind of way. So Magical Kenya Open was one of the exciting ones for me this year, just to be able to be a part of the global fraternity, and we did the fly pass. So sijui kama mnakumbuka hiyo.
It's a big one.
It was good. WRC was something. Safari Rally was something that was very, very exciting for me, getting to group up with family and friends. But even for us, we were working. So, but we still nonetheless enjoyed seeing the rallies moving back and forth and everything around that.
It's a good excuse to have fun as well over the
The one that I saw that was interesting also was seeing staff come around towards walking and jogging. The culture of gymming, walking, jogging has become a thing. And companies such as Standard Chartered who come in with the marathon that we as KQ participated. I think we had over 300 staff.
Yes, about 300 staff. And also lots of partners joined us, by the way, you guys can remember. So
Yes.
and we look forward to doing that next year, obviously.
Ndio,
Because we're not just stopping at this year. Yes.
Unatembea?
Nakimbia.
Unakimbianga wapi?
Si kwangu tu nikitoka hapo
Ama saizi
nje.
kikimbilia maziwa kwa fridge kirudi.
Hiyo pia nikikimbia.
There's some programs. There's the jogging, there's the running, there's the cycling as well. So lots of activities that we can get participate. Then I think there was another highlight. I think we can talk about the World Travel Awards. Yes, we won clinched four awards. Yeah. So and of course. Thank you. So because when we say we are Africa's leading airline, we mean we are an award-winning airline. We got the award for Africa's leading airline. That's number one. Africa's leading airline brand. Then Africa's leading airline business. And of course, the best, my favorite, obviously because maybe I love it so much. So Africa's leading airline in terms of infant magazine. That's Msafiri. And by the way, you should be grabbing your copy. It's free to carry home. So you guys, you saw that, right? Yes. Yeah. So and of course, we are all readers and lovers of Msafiri magazine.
But can we highlight the Msafiri magazine?
Yes.
Do you know her bids? Can you see her bid? Guys. What's the camera?
People always think this is swag. It's not swag. It's part of uniform swag.
It's part of
guys
uniform
always think like
swag.
I come with them from home and I just decide to put it
on.
my head. No, this is actually part of our uniform, and it's actually made from the Msafiri magazines. Yes, from some ladies in Kibera. Yes, so it's a really good sustainability project.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looks good. So when you're flying on board, uone pale mtu ameingia na duty free, mwambie I want what is on your head. Yeah, because we sell it on our duty free.
Oh,
yes.
great.
Yeah,
So
that's what makes them look
Got
unique,
it, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you had it here first. Sustainability is in our very much goals for all through the years. Then I think we can talk about seamless connectivity. Yes, we've done that in terms of code shares and that kind of thing. So we had code shares with Safari Link at the beginning of the year to just make sure that you book one ticket, especially for your local destinations. You'd fly either to Masai Mara or to the Amboseli, that kind of thing that you are well taken care of. Then of course our neighbors in TZ, Tanzania, we signed a code share partnership as well. Just make sure that we're expanding our route network and also for the destinations that they get to fly. And maybe the last one on that, Cecilia, I don't know if you remember, on QR, that's Kenya Airways.
Yes.
So we have a code share partnership, and this now goes beyond the code share.
Yes,
It's also now goes to ground handling, resources maximization, and lots of opportunities in training and partnerships and that kind of thing.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I think those are amazing. It means Kenya Airways has had beautiful highlights all in all.
Yeah.
So well into every team stakeholder who actually has been working hard. Kenya, you started working with KQ this year.
Yes.
How's it been?
Let me say it's been a great experience because, as when you're shooting content inside the flight, if it's your first time. If it's your first time. So the KQ team usually comes for me like 15 to 1 hour before the flight takes off. So naingianga, alafu I change quickly into my costumes, then I start my production. Now the problem comes in when you have like 15 or 10 minutes. So inabidi uchangamke teke you record. Then I think I love the fact that some people look at me like, this guy is working while us were flying. So there was one guy when I was shooting, I think he was a European guy, he kept on looking at me, I'm shooting my content, then he started smiling. By the time I was finishing, he saw me, I'm going to sit on business. Then he was like, oh.
So
by the time he was leaving, he was telling his friend, you see, like talent pays. At some level, talent pays,
And that's maybe he can tell us about how he's. I know, right? Yeah, there's that.
The
Also, you're the
business was nice.
producer, you're the director.
Yeah. So flight, the ideas that I get is based on my personal experience. Because so what I experience, I'm usually very aware of the environment and what's happening. Because when you're flying for the first time, it's not si kitu ya kawaida. Kuna ingianga kwanza, you know, when I flew with KQ, the first time I ever I was flying business. I did not pay for it. It was paid by, I was going to South Africa, so it was paid by South African government at that time. So for me, I thought that all chairs are like that. So I entered the flight. I knew that okay, so watu wa business wanakaa mbele, economy yes wanakaa nyuma. So mimi nikaingia nikasema hiki KQ mazee comfort. The next time when I was coming back, the flight attendant is telling me that you are supposed to sit behind there. So I'm sitting down, I'm wondering, mbona tufanani? Only to realize that okay, business and economy both are comfortable, but kuna vile mtu wa business anaweza fanya shake. Yeah.
Oh man, no, but that's just interesting. So I know I'm probably looking forward to now this year as we're coming into the 2026. But before we even jump into this year, 2026, it's like traveling with KQ. The experience of now. So, because KQ, we've traveled over 32 destinations, and we want to be your partner. We hope you select us as your partner to your various destinations. And even with our SkyTeam partners that we've talked about, we do then further extend to places that we don't directly fly to, so we can get you there. So, Wendy, out of all these destinations that we fly to, because you fly a lot. In fact, I was like, if Wendy had a passport, so because you fly a lot, which destination gives you excitement during this festive season?
During the festive season, I would mostly focus on Europe, because Europe, I don't know what the relation is with the snow, baridi and decorations and gifting. I have no idea what the correlation is, but when you fly to Europe during Christmas, you can really, really feel it. Like you can see from the airport to the hotels, to the rooms, to the ambience, even the passengers. So when you're carrying passengers to and fro, you can just tell that Christmas spirit, because from Nairobi you're carrying people who are going on holiday, and from like outside Europe you're carrying people who haven't been home for like 4 years, you know. Like my previous flight when I was coming from Amsterdam, we carried a gentleman who hadn't been to Kenya for the past 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So he was super
Excited. He must have hugged you at the
I think it was, that flight was like because we flew from Paris to Amsterdam, then Amsterdam to Nairobi. I think it was like almost 9 hours plus. And I don't think that gentleman slept because of excitement. He was just talking to like the passenger who was seated next to him, and clearly they had a rapport because they were really entertaining each other. Then you pass the thing, just give me the Kenyan tea. I want that black Kenyan tea, I've missed it. Oh, nataka Tusker, unajua bia yetu, sijui nini, you know. Then at the end of the flight, he was like, every time I see the Kenya Airways like tail and flight, I'm normally like, this is home, you know, like he feels comfortable. The way the crew were treating him, he felt really, really like, you know, I'm going home, like new holiday, you know. So he was super excited, and I think he told me he was coming back in February. So I told him like, go and eat all the mbuzi choma, all the chapati, all them tura, like just enjoy yourself.
And actually maybe in the spirit of festive season, they say that home is where the heart is. So probably for him, I think that's what he felt. Yeah.
For sure, it is. Kenya, for you before starting to work with Kenya Airways, did you have that feeling? A bit of like, ukiona Kenya Airways, ukitoka pahali? It feels...
As a passenger?
Yes, a passenger.
Hey, man, I think there was one thing I'll ask Wendy once I finish this, because, you know, as a passenger, there's this one time when you get into the flight, and I'll give the audience some secret. Don't sleep before you eat. So I came in, I was so sleepy, you know, mimi nikaingia, nikalala. Ile anamshwa na harufu ya kuku na beef huku. So I wonder when waliserviwa saa ngapi? And I was even asking myself, do you allow, like mtu akilala, mtu anamshwanga time ya kukula?
Yeah, sometimes you wake people up, or like the person sitting next to them will wake them up. But mimi nasemaga kama chakula hizi kuamsha, hata mbinguni itakupita hivyo.
Hiyo ilinipita. Sasa nilikuwa muoga pia, siko nataka. So unajua ni ule unaweza kaa ni kama uko na kierere. So ikanipita. So the next time I was coming back now, I said I'm not going to sleep. So nikaingia kwa ndege, nikatulia, nilidoze off hivi kidogo, nikaona wasio wanapanguza mkono na ile wet wipes. Nikashikilia macho, nikakaa so chakula ikafika. Then the third time mimi pia nikaamua, okay, wacha pia mimi nifanyie passenger mwenye hapo kando. Wakaletanga food, hata mimi sikumguza hivi. So time yako kule inafika, yeye pia anaamka, nasikia kucheka. una nod hivi. So it is one of those things that please, as a first time flyer, kuwa sober because the food is so interesting. Yeah, do not sleep. You snooze, you lose.
Food is very yummy. In-flight meals is yummy.
Coupled up with our in-flight services. In fact, one of the things that our customers can really look forward to this festive season is our warm African hospitality.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we're always out there for you. Our cabin crew, very professional,
Oh, you guys
very
do a good job.
warm.
Hey,
Yeah, shout out to
y'all
you
do a
guys.
good
Yes.
job. So TikTok, kulikuwa na hiyo ya chicken or beef. Ulisikia hiyo? Did you try it?
Chicken or
Now you wake up.
sana.
You can, but Korea, now tell us, as Kenya Airways, and I know you mentioned a bit of it, but I'm curious, what are you guys doing? What are we doing to make this Christmas season
Okay,
special?
great things lined up for you. Lots of things. Yeah, so you better stay ready and get your Kenya Airways flight ticket rather. Yeah, so on the onset of the festive season, we did a Christmas caravan with one and only Coca-Cola. So under the theme, we did more Santas, and clearly you can see we have Santas also on set.
Yes, listen.
Yeah, the color red. So where we delighted our passengers to one of the flights to Mombasa. So we gave exciting giveaways because in the spirit of spreading the cheer, the cheer and the warmth and the spirit of kindness. So that's what we aim to do as an airline. And of course, you can always look forward. We've already mentioned about our in-flight service. Then of course, our safety. You know, Kenya Airways has one of the highest safety records. You know, one of the leading is African Airlines. And of course, our job, and I keep saying, CC, is that, you know, we get you to where you want to be or where you need to be on time. So we try to get you on time because this is a time that also guys are reconnecting with their families, maybe doing those last minute business meetings, that kind of thing. So we have a lot packed on, and I know we'll continue talking about it as we go on. Yeah.
So I'm happy to hear that there's a lot lined up in that kind of way. But for now, allow us to go into a break. We have a lot of stories and conversations coming up. What we anticipate 2026 to be. We have a lot of plans. I know even you're trying to plan out your. Do people still do not mood board, network planning?
Yeah, they do.
Yes. Are you guys doing
Itineraries,
itinerary, like your 2026, what you expect?
Yeah.
So for sure, now we will share what we expect from 2026. So as we take a break with our KQ Quench Water, see you in a little bit. So welcome back to us unpacking the festivities with Kenya Airways. Such an exciting time. Again, I am your host, Sisi Sagini, and I'm joined here on the floor with Kennedy, aka Crazy Kenna, Wendy, and Kuria Kanyingi. And we've been having such amazing conversations. But again, it's good to highlight where we are. We are at the Panari Hotel on Mombasa Road. So please come visit, come with your family or friends just to have the festivity season within the space. They're very hospitable as well. So we've been talking about what has been the recap of 2025, and now we're about to delve into 2026. But before we do that, there's one crucial highlight that we had for 2025, a special of its own. And I know, Kuria, you are in the center, even Wendy, you were in the center. Kena, uliona pahali, labda ulipigia mtu simu pahali, but maybe discuss, tell us, what is this highlight?
Exhale. So, first of all, we had one of the saddest moments as a country. And Kenya Airways went beyond being a national airline to being a symbol of national unity when we did the repatriation of the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, and may soul rest in eternal peace. We were honored to repatriate that, and that for us was such a heavy moment, not just for us as Kenyans, but as a country. And so many things were happening, and it really it was such a hard moment for Kenya as a country. And maybe that's what I want to say for now, because lots of things unfolded, but we were proud, and pretty much I think the world today is humbled to have been privileged to do that.
But even in such a hard moment, I think I loved how everybody came to play. A lot of people asked, oh, you guys were so tactical, how did you go about this? I was like, I think it was everybody playing their part, how they played their part. Wendy, you were part of that flight, so maybe share, what was that experience like in that, being part of that flight, and what did you see, how?
Okay, so for me, I was on the flight from Nairobi to Mumbai. So we were responsible for carrying the delegates to go to Mumbai to now bring, to come with the flight back, which now became RAW 001. And when I did a flight the day before that, and that was not the flight that I was supposed to go to. I was on standby. And then I sleep and I wake up and I'm seeing, okay, when I landed from the previous flight, I'm seeing my standby has moved to Mumbai. And I love Mumbai. I love going to Mumbai. It's such a beautiful destination. So I was like, oh my God, I wasn't mentally prepared for this. But I was like, it's Mumbai. I'll go and buy my rice, do my shopping there and just have a good time. So when I'm coming and I'm checking in, I'm seeing some of my managers on the roster. And I'm like,
This is peculiar.
So I had news that would be the flight to go to Mumbai, but I was like, it's too soon, I don't think maybe it will be like a later flight. Until I got on board and I saw all the preparation that was going on, then it hit me like, oh my God, like this is actually what is happening. So, now you have to be professional, because I'm a safety officer first, like on the aircraft, but at the same time, you realize the magnitude of this flight, the emotions that are going to be there, just even as you're being professional, you still have to be human, you still have to, internalize like what's happening, and just at that time carry people's emotions on your back and try and make them feel comfortable and, just welcomed, and like that everything is going to be okay. So when we got to Mumbai, it was pretty late. I think it's one of the most hectic flights I've ever done in my career. I'll never forget that flight. So I got to the hotel and I was I can't even explain the exhaustion that I felt, because at the moment you're moving with adrenaline, everything that's happening, the adrenaline is so much of trying to make people feel comfortable that you even forget to realize how much you're exerting yourself. So when I got to the hotel and I slept and I woke up, I'm going online and I'm seeing how the traction was crazy on the flight back. And I even called one of my colleagues who, when we exchanged the aircraft, we met. So I called her and I was just like, I'm sure you are. If I'm feeling like this, I cannot imagine how you're feeling on your side. So it was a really crazy flight. Wow. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but it's so powerful that all of you just showed faces, from the managerial team to the facilities, the team on ground. Everybody held hands and they came together. Kenya, from outside, what were you seeing? What was your understanding? What is your notion with Kenya Airways at that moment?
I can say it's iconic. It's one of those moments I believe it is very rare to replicate again. So it is the way we were I was following the proceedings on television. I was like, wonderful, wonderful. Wow. Until that song, the song that you usually hear on the flight, now you feel it has like some meaning inside it. Yeah. Even after that, we kept on listening now to the song, the jingle. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I said way before the purposeful communication came into play. So I'm going to give a very short experience about myself. So I was attending a meeting. I'm in an elevator, so in a building. So a rider comes inside and says, Amanda. So I'm like, what do you mean? So then he tells me, this guy's gone. I'm like, what do you mean? So I go, I don't remember what news sites I checked, and I saw the sad news. And now I went to the meeting. Now the challenge was being in a meeting with people who do not, we've lost such a great son of Africa. And I couldn't keep calm. In my mind, I was almost screaming. I was saying, my guys, do you know the leader has died? So, and finally, until a lady said, oh, actually, I think there's some sad news that has hit us as a country. Then I was like, oh, finally, someone is talking about it. And maybe just to wind that up, so we were also humbled towards the end of it, because shout out to Marketing Society of Kenya, MSK. So we were awarded the Chair's Special Recognition for that, purposeful communication, for the timely relaying of information, for the coordination of efforts all across the teams and everything. And for sure, we are humbled. So that was quite an experience for us, and not just as Kenya Airways, but as a symbol of unity, like I said. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everybody who played a true part. Thank you for all the people who took their time, even the media, everybody who was a part of this around the world, around Kenya. Thank you so much for that moment. So just to light it up now, we're back. 2026 is upon us. Ndio hii. It's how many days to 2026? I think 12, 15 more days to 2026.
Yeah, exactly.
So, of course, you've started making plans, you've said to look ahead, what it is that you want to do. And for you, Kenya, 2026, you're anticipating to do a lot of more jobs. Are you still working with Kenya Airways 2026?
Yes. Yeah, I'm still working with the Kenya Airways until 2026. So, for 2026, we plan now to take it far and beyond by continuing to do the short form content inside the flight. It's so entertaining, and maybe now bring the enthusiasm and also plug in KQ for the long format kind of features inside.
Yes. And applause to you, because you did a long form film. How was that experience?
It was one of those experiences, I say, amazing. It was amazing because many people don't know I am a very good writer. So it was a film that I had to write step by step through consultations with you and there. Then we went into directing it, and I was amazed by a film that me personally, I'm still interpreting my work, because some of the work that I believe good things write themselves. So this is one of those films that I also sit down and ask myself, really, what's the weight, what's the meaning behind all this? So it was an nice experience. I was even planning for the next features to bring in now KQ on board because of the lovely experience we have had.
Are you planning to do some more long films this year that's coming up?
For 2026, I have 2 features coming up.
You better feature KQ.
Both of them. Pressure, no pressure.
I know, right? Yeah, for sure.
Okay, thank you for that. But Wendy, what are you expecting this new 2026? What are you anticipating the year will be like? What are you looking forward to?
For me, apart from waiting to see Kenya on board, so that I poked myself in one of those videos. Normally, when you do a flight, you want your next flight to be better than your previous flight. So for 2026, I really want to push myself in my workspace, just to be able to, reach out to as many people as possible, and just show guys that this is a job that you can do, you can enjoy. And with an employer like KQ, you will enjoy, you'll have the time of your life. So I would like to shed even more light on this career.
That. I love that. You have to love your job.
I love my job. I'm liking my job.
Oh, good. Korea, what should we expect? 2025, you had so many good things as Kenya Airways, and you've listed all of them.
Exactly.
From route updates to new engagement, new partnerships. What should we expect 2026?
Yeah, for sure. So lots of things as usual. So because I say, it's a new year, so it also gives you a chance to also, it's a new platform, and sometimes the good things must continue, right? Or that the dance must continue, or maybe reggae. Hey, Simami, right?
Don't stop reggae.
Don't stop reggae, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, and we'll start right here, because our in-flight service is one to die for. So top notch. Wendy here and the team, they do such a fantastic job with giving you the warm African hospitality. So we'll continue doing that into the year. So especially this festive season, you'll be rejoining and reconnecting with your families. Then of course on to the year. Then of course we'll continue making sure that we are staying on front in terms of sustainability. So far we've done so many things, just like recently, and we'll carry on that forward. We operated the first intra-African flight that had 50% SAF attributes, that's sustainable aviation fuel. So we also committed, and many other things like our mini ticket, that's sustainability in itself, and many other things. And of course, we're looking forward to connecting you more. So flying you to more destinations, and so make sure you book your ticket because there's so many things in store for you.
Oh no, I love that. I love that. There's a lot of opportunity to you coming our way. Yeah. So about this time is the time where we get to hear the comments and the questions that have been thrown into the comment section. Remember, please do share some of the comments that you have or the questions that you have for any of the team members here. We are at hashtag KQ Festive Live. So just to read a few. So maybe KK, you'll answer this. Alain from Instagram asked, any Christmas goodies for the loyal Asante members?
Yes, as usual. And I know the Asante team are watching this. They're live and ready. Lots of goodies for you. So keep flying, because how the loyalty program works is that, and you can attest to this, especially for Kenya. So the more you fly, the more you earn the points, and the more you earn them, the more you get to redeem them. So keep flying, and of course, always asking questions, because we encourage our customers to always ask, how do you redeem them? How do you move from silver to gold to eventually being platinum, that kind of thing. So they're redeemable, and their gifts come along with that. Yeah, so for sure she can look forward to doing that and great things. Yeah,
that's powerful. So there's 2 comments from Felix Odiwar from Facebook and from Zamzam Ibrahim. So Felix says, great theme song, it reminds me of Row 001. Zamzam Ibrahim from TikTok says, whoa, happy holidays. Simon Peter asked, how about the discounts? Is there discounts that we should be anticipating coming in this year, this December?
Of course.
What you want to take a discount, please?
I mean, we love as Kenyans, but first and also humans, we love good things, and good things that come in packages, freebies, or whatever. But we keep running these campaigns, the promos, either, be that we win the festive season to various local destinations, regional routes, and international routes. So what I can tell you is that, keep on the lookout on our social media pages, and also we have all these posters and billboards that we always announce, so you can always look forward for a great deal. And maybe on to next year, now that we talk about 2026, we have products that even allow you to save up for holidays, so you can always fly Kenya Airways. So if you dreamt of flying with Kenya Airways, it's your first time or you're a frequent flyer, so you can always be sure that we'll be there to just guide you and give you better packages on that.
Beautiful.
Also, I've just remembered, when they fly using my code, they get up to a 15% discount on East and South African flights. Kenya XKQ.
I think it needs to say that again so it's clear. So
okay. For people who are looking for discounts, when you fly using my code Kenya XKQ, you get up to a 15% discount on East and South African flights.
I love it. There's someone here called David Karani who's actually writing to you, Kenya. He's like, you have always amazing ideas. I love your ideas. How do you come up with this?
Is from one, personal experience, what I've experienced in life. Number 2 is from friends and just being aware of my environment. Like if I sit here, I'm just observing, looking at what is going on, then I find the ideas. I think then others they just find me. Some ideas. Yeah. I always say it's called good concepts. Find homes where they want to be written, So you say like a good idea, we look, it will just nani atanifikisha huko alafu inaingia kwake.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's deep.
That's deep. Very deep. Yeah.
So there's Gentleman KK Creations who is asking, can I work as cabin crew? How do I get to do that? So maybe you can help us answer that kind of question.
Yes, you can work as cabin crew, and cabin crew is for both male and female. It's not just a female role. So you can go to a KCAA certified school, and in this case I'm speaking about Kenya Airways Pride Center. So you can check online www.kkpridecenter.com. There's a variety of courses that are offered, but you'll find it under Certificate of Airline Cabin Crew. It's a course that takes 3 months, and once you're done, you can join us at the Pride side of Africa.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
There's one thing that amazes me about the hostesses and the crew. The level of patience and tolerance these guys are. Like, mimi siwezi. Unaona kuna ile yenye mtu anaambiwa yake safety belt, hiyo belt baada ya weki. Then anakuja, excuse me sir, kindly put yourself. Baada hajaweka tena, excuse me sir. Kuna wengine angekuja kuangalia kumwambia, nimesema ukitoa hiyo kitu nitakupea mabao fly nje. These guys have like me who admire sana vile wako patient na watu ni kama kuna hiyo exercise.
But it's so crazy because I was telling somebody yesterday, like, I'm a very patient person, and I think that's why I love this job so much, because by the time you've done too much, you know. And then, you know, Tana, when you're flying, you have to be very considerate. There are people flying for the first time. Somebody is going to see a sick person, you know, somebody has a child, maybe ameacha nyumbani mgonjwa ama amemsumbua. So you always have to be considerate and put yourself in the passenger's shoes. Plus, ukikasirika manze siku zako zitakuwa refu, you'll have like really.
And also what we will also tell you is that, you know, KQ Press Center, where she said is one of the leading institutions. First of all, it's IATA approved. That's the International Air Transport Association approved. So we better give you flowers on that. Then also, and that's in one of the largest ATOs, so approved training organization in East and Central Africa. So that's a big win. So you go to Press Center, you show, because we say where stars become
leaders.
Yes, exactly. So where stars become leaders. So yeah, KQ Press Center.
So I have 2 more people or 3 more people who are writing around the dream of even joining the organization, which is amazing. And the comment from Fisher Families is, can I get a job there? And then the other person, which is Gaturi Cynthia, says, my dream is to join KQ one day, which is so beautiful. So, and there's one person also called Toxic. Wow. I really want to become a pilot. Any advice? So I guess there's a lot of people who would want to join in. I don't know what you could say in terms of you being able to join in. We've talked about the cabin crew aspect. Maybe pilot world would mean go to a pilot school, flying school, get your hours, get your license, and then you can be able to come and apply for a job. And for the rest, what would you say?
Yeah, for sure. So you have to go to a flying school, and when we'll confirm that. Then, of course, I keep saying, just like the captain of our ship, our CEO keeps saying, if you work for Kenya Airways, you can work anywhere in the world. What that means is that we have very highly skilled people, you know, personnel, right from, you know, be it ground handling, be it in the air, in the skies, people flying your Wendy's team, be it the support function where I work in communications, be it in, you know, in operations. So we have the best. So first of all, get an education, get your papers right. So that's very important, guys. Then of course, you know, opportunities are always open. So for guys who are always asking how do I get there, so we have a careers subsection or sub-tab on our website. So it's always open to everyone, and KQ is an equal opportunity employer. So personally, we applied and we got the job. So
here we are. Here
exactly,
we are.
Yeah.
There's a lady called Lilian Mutegi. Lilian Mutegi says, Kena, if you were to create a skit about festive travel chaos, what would Kenyans definitely be guilty of? Festive travel chaos.
So Kenyans will be guilty of a lot of things. The first one, we have like usually travel a day before the festive season, like on 25th tunapata 24th watu wameenda ushago. Also again, I know about, let me see. Unakumbukanga relatives. Hiyo ndo time yenye, hey, hello, kumbe anko yako anakuanga, so unaona?
Ama wanakukumbuka
wacheka kitu. I think alafu ya mwisho yenye nichekesha ni vile watu wa Nairobi wanaendanga na skari kilo moja ushago na wanatoka na gunia 100 kg ya mahindi. That butter trade never makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. There's someone called 5-Star Barry says, lots of love, Wendy. Okay, so Heka Wanini has talked about, can I talk more about your KQ code, please? But I think you've already mentioned it. It's available to you. It's 15%. Axhoga amesema, and I hope I'm saying this name right, free trip for me, please. Yeah, patena free trips. Is there a free trip here? Free trip for me, please.
Okay. Where to, first of all?
Yes.
But we can always have a discussion on that. You tell us where you want to go, then we can always make arrangements on that, for sure.
I love that. I mean, then the last question, the last comment, this is a comment from Ali M from Instagram. I love Kenya Airways. I fly all the time with Kenya Airways with my family, and the humility of the staff is what makes me always want to fly Kenya Airways. So asanteni sana for those beautiful comments and remarks. We are now coming to the conclusion of our live. It was so beautiful hanging out with all of you. Thank you for all those who stayed till the very end of the chat. Before we go, Ningependa kusikia. What's that one word? One goodbye comment, one festivity wishes from each one of you. Tuanze na hivi na hivi na hivi. Ndio tukifika Kenya nitamuuliza aiseme kifu. Tuanze na Wendy. Wendy, you can start.
For me, I'd wish you all a happy holiday. Can't wait to see you guys on board. Flight attendant TikTok. See you guys on the next video. Make sure that you're always following Kenya Airways so that you can always see very, very amazing deals and just be ready to fly with us, the Pride of Africa.
I love that. That's amazing. Korea.
For sure, if you're not flying KQ, I don't know what you're flying because we are Africa's best leading airline, like I've said, in terms of being recognized for that. Clock it, right? Okay. Yeah, you heard it here first. Then, of course, make sure you book your ticket. And, of course, we are available in terms of customer excellence and advancing safety. So make sure you're flying with Kenya Airways this season. And do have yourselves a lovely, lovely, lovely holiday season.
Oh, I love that. Kena, it's your turn, but umekuwa serious hii whole conversation. Tunataka kusikia ule Kena tunaonanga kwa videos. The one that we usually see. Tufanyie hiyo character lakini tuambie Festive yummies.
Wow.
Songesha tu.
Najua shida hiyo karakta yangu ni nikivanga tu nguo hivi natoka. Unasikianga? Nikishavaa tu hivi tai inakuanga for example ni kama nikifanya voice over ile nafanyanga za KQ nasikia reduce that village walk. You are flying business class. Behave like a businessman. Yeah. And also one last secret about Asante rewards. This one I'm giving you direct to the audience. So I've been an Asante reward member. I think Senaelekea Gold. So one day when I was just booking my flights kawaida nikifly economy before I started working for KQ. So nilipelekanga tiketi yangu ile kwenda booking passport. Nikashtuka nimekuwa upgraded to business. Sasa sijui hiyo ilifanyika aje but ilifanyika randomly. So I couldn't believe yet because I was wondering okay I booked seat number 27 lakini business naona ni number 34. So nikaingia kwa ndege. So I thought that was a mistake. So nilikuwa nakaa niko tu na wasiwasi. Nikiona mtu akikuja nadhani ni kiti yake nasikia I was only comfortable when I saw the flight taking off. That's when I believed that okay nimekuwa upgraded. So for those people looking for upgrades, maintain hapo Asante rewards. Then the last thing ni KQ right now iko na flying with likes. So create content, ufanye vitu zako hapo, post, ipate likes, you'll get some Asante reward points. And remember, enjoy chapatis during the festive season. Yeah.
Okay, but I have one last question for you guys. Okay. Guys, nani ana skating hapa? Do you skate?
I don't.
You don't skate?
Yeah.
Do you skate? When did you start skating, Wendy?
Me, I'm just those kids who do, na wale wako zile za huwa wanafanyanga kila kitu.
So yeah. Na ballet. You did ballet, piano. Well, I have a plan for us here at Panari Hotel. I've booked for all of us. So can I sijui kama utaanguka?
I try, of course, definitely. I know I'll try. Yeah, I'll do it.
No, but thank you so much. This has been so amazing. It's been so lovely. Thank you for staying with us till the very end of this session. Again, our host was Panari Hotel. Please bring your family, your loved ones. They'll have a very good time. There's a lot of things here for us. Kenya Airways as a family, we thank you. You've been with us through the whole year. You've walked the journey with us. You've held our hand. We've held your hand. So we are hoping to continue the journey into 2026. So for Kenya, I wish you all the best as the new year comes in. Yeah. Exciting new projects. We are here as Kenya Airways to back you up. And even as Kenyans, tunajitolea to back up. Wendy, for you, we're looking out on TikTok. Please show us the skies. For those who haven't touched snow, I can surprise you, I haven't.
Atufanyele sound flight.
Atufanyele. Oh, you do the one that entrance the announcement. Perfect. Yeah. Wendy comments to prepare yourself, but I'm wishing you all the best this festive season for you and your loved ones. Whether you'll be in the skies, whether you'll be in Nairobi, I pray that you have a blessed festive season. Korea, my buddy, my friend, please enjoy your festive season. Take care of yourself as the same way we're telling all the viewers. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy. Kula nyama. Ulisema umekula nini? Beef?
Mbuzi. Kuchinja, actually. I'm a very good mbuzi slaughterer.
So you're the family member who tunatafutaka Korea.
Skinning ndio sasa iendelee. And of course, great campaigns coming up in the next year. So now we'll get to collabo a lot as usual. So yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
Offers and deals. Wendy. Over to you.
Oh my goodness. Mabibi na mabwana, karibuni kwenye uwanja wa ndege wa Panari. Kwa usalama na starehe yenu tunaomba mtulie kwenye viti hadi wakati live huu utakaoisha, na kwa niaba ya Kenya Airways, rubani wetu sisi na wenzetu onboard, tungependa kuwashukuru kwa kusafiri nasi, the pride of Africa.
In English.
It's not in English. Further on.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to Nairobi. This is Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. On behalf of Kenya Airways, SkyTeam Partners, our captain, Sisi Sagini, and the entire crew on board, we'd like to thank you for choosing to fly Kenya Airways and continuously making us the pride of Africa.
Oh, guys, you gotta do it. Are you ready?
Clock it, Tama.
What do you want? Tranquilo. Thank you so much and have a lovely, lovely festive season.